Alright, what up guys? I am back with a new series I thought I could try out on the channel. Um, which is, PC builds. Um, so, yeah, I thought, like, if you say, like, mid-range, like, you're thinking, like, around, um, 600, like, 700 to $1,000, so, like, I thought this could be, like, we could start just, like, with, like, a mid-range PC build. Um, so, kicking it off with the CPU, I went with the Ryzen 5 1500X, which is, unlocked. It comes with a cooler, so you can, and it's actually a pretty good cooler. Before I was doing this video, I was, watching, like, some performance tests on, the 1500X, and the cooler was really good. So it's 8 cores, 8 threads, unlocked, yeah, it's going to use up like 65 watts of power. That's not a lot, guys. So it's really good for 190. There's no CPU better than this. It's, yeah, for $190, nothing can beat this. Alright, so now for storage, I went with the Seagate Barracuda 2TB, 7200 RPM, 3.5 inches, and, well, it is a mechanical drive. Oh, this one just went down. Hold on, guys, I want to turn on the lights. Alright, that's better. So while it is a mechanical drive, 7200 RPM is the fastest a drive can go, and as long as, like, say if you're running Windows 10, Windows 10 is fast to boot, so I couldn't actually fit an SSD in here, so, and as you probably noticed, I went with 2TB, not a 1TB, just because game file sizes have been increasing so much. Like, for example, GTA 5, that game is like 100 gigabytes, and then, like, when you mod it, and then that, it's going to be, like, it's going to be way more. Witcher 3, that's like 100 gigabytes, Star Wars Battlefront, that's like 65 gigabytes, Star Wars The Old Republic, that's like 75 gigabytes, the new Wolfenstein game, I'm sure that's like 100 gigabytes, so yeah, game file sizes have been increasing so much, which, like, you used to be able to get away with a 1TB drive, but now you just can't. Alright, moving on with RAM. I couldn't, like, I know most games are recommending 16 gigabytes of RAM, and it would definitely make a difference to put in 16 gigabytes of RAM, but I couldn't fit it. I couldn't fit 16 gigabytes of RAM in it. It would, like, the price would just, it would go too high, so, like, maybe in, like, another high-end build, I could, like, put in 16 gigabytes of RAM. But anyway, I went with Ripjaws V-Series, 2 4GB sticks, 8 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4, and you can still, like, I have 8 gigabytes of RAM on my PC, and, and it still is, and I play, like, modern games, like Mirror's Edge Catalysts, the new Batman game, and, like, those type of games, and 8 gigabytes, like, I run it with 8 gigabytes just fine. I don't have a 1440p monitor, I only have a 1080p monitor. I play at 1080p, and I have seen videos it would be a lot smoother with 16, but 8's still fine for, I did try to put in 16, but, you would have to, lower your CPU or, your GPU, and then you would get, worse performance than if you had 16. So the best performance for $800 is 8 gigabytes of RAM. Alright, so moving on with the GPU. I went with the GTX 1060 6GB. And this, GPU is, it's normally, $240, but, it's just, it's too, with the mining going on, you can't find it for that, so this is price that it's at is $290. So say if you're watching this in, a year in advance, then it is going to be $240. Alright, moving on, we have the motherboard. I went with the MSI Pro Series AMD DDR4 motherboard, micro ATX motherboard, B350M Pro. It can, hold up to 32 gigabytes of RAM, but I don't see you wanting to, I wouldn't recommend putting more than 16. You could have 32, but, for gaming, 32 and 16, that would make no difference. Yeah, yeah, that's it for the motherboard. For the case, I went with the Corsair, red and black, CC9011, 07WW, because computer case names are awesome. So, this case definitely is on the lower end, but again, for $800, you really can't, get much, yeah, that's about it for the case. And for the power supply, I went with the 600-watt EVGA B1 80 Plus Bronze Certified 3-year warranty. Trust me, guys, this power supply is amazing. It's strong enough. You can hold, 2 graphics cards, you can have more RAM, you can have, a whole bunch of hard drives, SSDs, whatever you want. This power supply is super nice. Yeah. So, that should wrap it up for the build, guys. For $800, the PC really, yeah, it's definitely, you can't build a better PC for $800. So I will do higher end, builds, and I guess even lower end builds. You can, say, this is all new parts, but say if I wanted, say if you guys wanted, a PC, if your budget was $800, but you wanted the max performance, then what I would do is, go over to eBay or Craigslist, and then buy some used parts, and get, the best performance. I watched this guy, he bought, a whole bunch of stuff at a garage sale, and then he made a PC for only $100 that could run Battlegrounds at 1080p at low, and still get above 60 FPS. So, yeah, that was pretty amazing, but I'm sure those garage sale people were clueless, and that was just pure luck. But just that, I just said that for an example. So, yeah, before I end this video, I would like to mention I do not have my desktop set up, so I am using my laptop. It's hooked up to a monitor, as you can see, in my room. Yeah. So, anyway, that should do it for this video. Like this video if you like it. If you don't, remember to subscribe with the big huge red button down below. And I will see you all later.